The Green Bay Packers have consistently found themselves in the playoff picture over the past 3 seasons. But that's not the whole story. Yes, they've made it to the postseason, but let's not sugarcoat it. They've entered as the 7th seed, a position that was only introduced in 2020. Their playoff journey has been a tumultuous one, highlighted by just one victory. A notable win against the Dallas Cowboys that marked Jordan Love's debut in the postseason. However, since that night of glory, the Packers have seen 3 consecutive playoff defeats, with a troubling pattern emerging, blowing fourth-quarter leads in 2 of those games. As we look ahead to the current season, the narrative isn't just about making the playoffs. It's about breaking free from the 7th seed and reclaiming their rightful place as NFC North champions. For this to happen, the Packers will need key players to step up and deliver performances that resonate with their potential. Jordan Love, Micah Parsons, and Tucker Kraft must emerge as stars. But beyond that, the team needs breakout candidates to elevate their game. So, who are the 5 players poised to make a significant impact this season? First on that list is Lukas Van Ness, who has been a figure to watch for the past few years. This season, with Rashan Gary traded away, Van Ness is set to take the lead as the team's primary pass rusher, especially early in the year while Parsons recovers from injury. There's a lot of pressure on Van Ness to not only fill Gary's shoes but to do it immediately. The Packers' pass rushing unit lacks proven production, and with names like Colin Oliver, Baron Sorrell, Danny Dennis-Sutton, and Brenton Cox vying for starting roles, Van Ness must rise to the challenge. The team simply can't afford a slow start from him. He needs to be impactful from the get-go. Now, let's turn our attention to Matthew Golden, whose selection in the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft at Lambeau Field was met with much anticipation. For the first time in over 2 decades, the Packers invested a first-round pick in a skill position player. Unfortunately, Golden's rookie year was marred by injuries and a crowded depth chart, limiting his chances to shine. However, with Romeo Doubs departing and Dontavian Wicks traded away, the pathway is clear for Golden to seize his moment. While Christian Watson and Jaden Reed may still sit ahead of him in the hierarchy, Golden has the talent to step up and potentially become Green Bay's top receiver, especially as he looks to capitalize on the significant target volume left in Doubs' absence. As we look further down the roster, Jordan Morgan's transition to left tackle is another critical storyline. After 2 seasons of shuffling around the offensive line, he's finally settling into his natural position. The Packers may have insisted on this move, but last year's training camp saw him lose out to Rashid Walker, who struggled significantly during the season. Morgan's experience at left tackle is limited, having started only 1 game, but that performance against Minnesota was promising, albeit in a meaningless contest. Now, he faces the daunting task of protecting the blind side of Green Bay's franchise quarterback during a season that could determine the future of the team. There's little room for error, and Morgan must deliver from day one. Then there's Jaron Cooper, a player who many anticipated would break into the upper echelon of linebackers last season. Unfortunately, that didn't materialize as his stats reflected a lack of game-changing plays. With only half a sack, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 recovery to his name, Cooper needs to elevate his game significantly. Under new defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon, there's hope that he'll find a role that allows him to be more disruptive. With the departure of Quay Walker, Cooper now finds himself as a veteran presence in the middle of the defense, and he has the chance to step up alongside new addition Zaire Franklin. Finally, we can't overlook the kicking situation, which has been a sore spot for the Packers for years. The team has faced missed kicks in playoff games consistently, with Mason Crosby's absence felt deeply since his departure. Last season, Brandon McManus' struggles culminated in a catastrophic performance against the Chicago Bears, where he left crucial points on the field. In response, the Packers moved up in the draft to select Trey Smack out of Florida, hoping he can fill Crosby's shoes. The pressure on Smack will be immense. In the NFL, every point counts, especially in high-stakes games. Green Bay fans know that the weight of the franchise's legacy rests on the shoulders of its kickers, and they're not known for their patience. As we gear up for another season, the excitement surrounding the Green Bay Packers is palpable. The potential for breakout performances is there, and the stakes are higher than ever. As always, we want to hear from you. Where are you watching from? Leave your thoughts on this upcoming season and how you feel about the prospects for our team. Don't forget to subscribe and share your opinions about the Green Bay Packers. The road ahead is challenging, but with the right players stepping up, we could see a transformation that brings us back to the forefront of the NFL.